KUGAN CASSIUS for Apple TV, so Max and Jim Mobile at the Echo Arena.
Doing an interview with KUGAN.
Can I have some rival gloves? You send me some with my name on it. Thank you.
Yes, we certainly can.
Is Dynamo there over
there? With me I've got Joe Gallagher.
Hi, Coog.
Hello. Right, not a mixed night for you.
No, not at all.
Scott Cardle retaining his British title with a draw tonight. Yeah. What did you make of it, first of all?
I thought Cardle was boxing lovely early on. I thought he was doing well, and I just thought every now and again Dodd would land a shot, and I thought we're comfortable there. Then I just thought, fucking quick Frampton, we were comfortable in that, in my opinion. And I thought we weren't getting the rounds there, so I said to Cardle, listen, we need to start throwing more punches. And he wasn't pulling the trigger as well that he could do. When he got to 10, I thought, Dodd's creeped back into this. And I said to Scott, listen, I need you to win these 2 rounds, or one of these 2 rounds, to inspire him to get out there and win it, because I didn't want Dodd to claw it back, and he was coming on strong, and I thought if we were to take one of these last 2 rounds, we've won the fight. And he went out on the 11th, and he wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for, inspired and everything else. So then I said to him round 12, have a sense of urgency, listen, you need to go out there, you need the knockout, as in like you really need to win the round. Well, if you get the knockout, great, but we have to win this round to make sure it was right. And at the bell, I thought, this is close, this draw either way. It's that close.
So you wouldn't have argued with if it got either way to the...
And then when the scorecards came out and there was 2 draws, and I just thought to myself, I was right. We just needed one of them last 2 rounds, or both of them, and he would have been the winner on all 3 judges' scorecards. But like I say, it was a good fight. I thought Cardle boxed lovely at the beginning, feet, head moving. Just didn't pull the trigger enough times when he should have done. And fair play to Sean Dodd. I think Cardle paid him a bit too much respect tonight. And but listen, he came away with his title, and that was it. And when you're fighting a champion, you've got to rip the title away from a champion. And I don't think Sean Dodd ripped the title away from Scott Cardle tonight.
Speaking to Scott Cardle after the fight, obviously he wasn't aware, I think, immediately after the fight that a draw counts as a defence towards retaining that sort of belt. It doesn't seem like he's too keen to sort of match Sean Dodd for the 3rd time. As a trainer, what do you make of that?
Well, listen, it was the first time it was a voluntary, and then he won, and he said we'd give him the rematch. We give him the rematch. Now, I'm sure sooner or later there's a queue there of people that want a shot for the British title, and it wasn't the mandatory. If Sean was to go away now and fight and become mandatory, then that fight would happen again. But I do feel, I'm not sure who the mandatory is at the moment.
Kevin Hooper.
Yeah, Kevin Hooper. So I think the board have got to say, right, you've had your 2, you've got to fight your mandatory now. So I don't think that's Scott Cardle's fault. Obviously, Scott Cardle would want to fight Sean Dodd, and I don't mind the fight happening, but I just do feel there's a time scale for fighters where they have to defend the mandatory, and I think that's the case with Scott Cardle next.
On to Callum Smith. Absolutely devastating 1st round win. Yeah. Paul Smith keeps betting on his 1st round. There's something in that, I think. He keeps... might have to follow suit with Paul Smith. He's always confident. Joe, what can you say? I mean, did you expect that?
Well, do you know what? In training, the way that he's performing and his shot selection, he always carries the power. But I think it's more than just the show. I think it's his shot selection, his speed of hand, and his sharpness and his accuracy more than just the power. And I thought to myself, when Mohoumadi, everyone was asking me before, and I thought, there's nothing to suggest in his record that he's weak. He's strong. I spoke to Jim McDonnell, and he said, Chunky said he can hit. His record since fighting James DeGale has shown that. And I just thought to myself, I think this is going to be like a brass job here again. And that's what I thought, and that's what we trained for. And like anything, KUGAN, when opportunities present themselves, Callum can latch on. But I thought the kid coming out and doing that was like, God, you're playing into Callum's hands there. And he landed some great shots. The kid came back, and I thought the referee allowed it going a little bit too much. There's too many headshots. But like I say, KUGAN, English title 1 round, British title 1 round, European title 1 round. That's some achievement. And hopefully now, you heard me in the press conference, hopefully now the plaudits and the recognition will start coming in now for Callum Smith and the rest of the Smith brothers. Liam's world champion. Stephen's fighting for world title 2 weeks tonight. Callum's got to fight for world title, and the success and the achievement Paul's had in his career up to date. And I said there that there's not enough done on the Smith brothers, regionally wise and nationally wise. There should be a sporting success story for everybody, not just in the professional code of boxing, but amateur code of boxing as well.
Obviously, a key date now in Callum Smith's career will be on April the 30th, where there's 2 fights on there that will have some sort of bearing on who will face, hopefully later on in the year. So you're prepared to wait? I mean, we don't.
No, I'm not prepared to wait.
You're not?
No, I'm not at all. Why? Just answer me this, KUGAN. I'm Sky, all right, and they come to me and they go, hey, we've got James the Gallagher versus Badou Jack in a unification. Do you reckon we can sell it? What do you think Sky'd say? No. Hey, hi Sky, here we go. We've got Callum Smith here versus James the Gale unification. Do you think that would sell?
Yeah.
Right, so I can't see that happening. I think Chunky and the money that they want isn't there for the fight. Badou Jack, and then you see Al Heyman's putting him on in Washington. I don't think he's got to generate much money. And the only thing that I see that fight happening, if it was to be on the undercard of a Mayweather comeback fight, the money that Mayweather generated, go, Joe, what? I'll stand that.
Yeah.
Understand? I think that's the only way. I can't see that fight happening over the UK. So I can't see it happening. Obviously, Badou Jack's got to get through Butte, who's a stiff hitter. And I don't think James DeGale then would want to fight Butte again. So there's a lot of talking going on, but I expect Callum Smith to fight for that world title by October.
So after April 30th, obviously things become a lot clearer. But you'll be pushing for, you know, him, that mandatory slot to be.
Slot. He's the mandatory, and that's it. And it's not.
Would he fight before then, though, Joe?
Well, obviously Callum's got a history of a couple of hand injuries, and it's like, well, if we go out and fight in a June or a July, and he gets his hand done, then we're out of the picture, and you go down to the next one. So why do that? It's just sit tight and let's go. Why risk it? And okay then, and we'll say to Eddie, okay, yeah, we'll fight. Sky, yeah, fight. We'll get you somebody that's finger. Next thing, Sky go, no, it's got to be better than that. And he says, it's got to be better than that. Next thing, we're in a fight, and it's like, hang on, we're risking stuff here for what?
Yeah.
It's a bit like in the Kell Brooks situation. You just got to sit and get you and wait for your chance. And all the time he's developing and maturing, and he's beginning to get man strength now.
All right, Joe. It's been a long night.
Yeah, Marcus Morrison won in the first round.
Sorry, Marcus Morrison.
Yeah,
Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Joe, you've got so many fighters on his bills now. I forget.
Yeah, cheers. No, I was really pleased with Marcus Morrison. He fought in the Quick Frampton Bill first round. He fought tonight. He's on again in the Crawler. And I think Eddie and Bazza are taking a shine to the kid. He's a good ticket seller. And he showed tonight his punching power, and it's time to step him up in a fight or two's time. Not absolutely up to British title level. He's way off that yet. But as an opponents wise, and he's growing. But like I say, a good night for the gym. Definitely.
I've just been touched up here.
And Joe KUGAN, all them that came out and said how shit we all were after Quig losing, I hope they all come out tonight and say how good we all are.
Don't work like that, Joe.
No, I know I don't. But I was very surprised at people and personnel who had an opinion for tactics for that fight. Yeah, I hope the same people come out tonight and applaud Callum Smith.
Well, you know what these cynical people on Twitter
yeah,
and
I know, but
social media like, Joe.
I understand it, mate. I know the game.
We know you don't bite.
Yeah. Listen, we just keep going and moving on, like I say. Let the haters hate and just crack on.
Joe Gallagher, thank you very much
Cheers,
on Title TV, and we'll catch up with you ahead of...
Are you coming to America?
We don't know yet. We're going to decide
Fast
what
car,
trips we're doing. If you get Fast Car to fund it...
Would you take the job, or would James?
Either of us would. But speak to Fast Car.
Okay then, mate, no problem. Get lots of coups over there, wouldn't you? Oh, not only that though, thing is on the kid, the Irish kid, isn't it? Patrick Ireland, so don't know what the undercard's like, but it's good interest there from Britain and Ireland.
Have a word with Fast Car. See if he'll
okay then, mate.
dig into them deep pockets of his.
Get Bazza to open up the late